So, guys, the news has come out that Joe Saunders has been forced out of his fight on April 30th with Max Bursak for his WBO middleweight title. Interesting news. I mean, of course, news has been hotting up that a summer fight with Chris Eubank Jr., potentially GGG, those sort of fights have been talked about very much so by Frank Warren, Billy Joe Saunders himself, Box Nation. They've all been on the social media outlets, in the news, in the press, and been talking about big fights in the summer for Billy Joe Saunders. I wonder if this is a potential, a potential pullout in terms of he probably is injured. I'm not questioning the authenticity of his injury. I'm sure he's injured if he says so. But probably has one eye on the summer, trying to be fit and healthy and ready for a potential big name opponent. Of course, it remains to be seen. We don't know if it'll be Eubank Jr., GGG, Canelo, Amir Khan winner. I know he posted up a picture on Twitter, I think yesterday, and said the rankings don't mean anything. Look at They should know who the best middleweight boxer in Great Britain is, and he was holding up all of his titles: the British Commonwealth, European World Title, and I think the WBO International Intercontinental Title. And yeah, I mean, of course, he was just trying to prove a point. I think to anyone who was questioning him on Twitter and that sort of stuff. But yeah, it was probably a sign of what's to come for Billy Joe Saunders. As for him defending, I mean, when he'll be back, I'd expect him to be back if it's a hand injury. You know, maybe sometime around June time, fully fit, and then back in training, fully fit in training June. He could get a potential fight at the end of June, rescheduled with Bursak, but I don't actually know if it'll be rescheduled or it's just the fight is off or whatnot. All I know is that the fight is off and Hughie Fury, sorry, versus Fred Kassi is actually the main event on April 30th at the Copper Box. So that's as far as I know. Fury, good fight for him. I mean, Cassie's very awkward. In my opinion, he beat Areola. He gave spirited performances against Amir Mansour and Dominic Brazil. So, he's a relatively decent level operator. I'd say around the same as Nagy Aguilera, possibly something around there. Possibly, I'd even say he's slightly better than Aguilera. But yeah, I mean, of course, you don't want to. You prefer to face a Ustinov or a Fedosov, possibly a really known person with durability and just or you know him over in the UK somewhat. So it would have been a good fight if he faced someone like that, but of course that's not happened. So he's facing Kassi. It's still a decent fight. I mean, he's only 21, so he's got plenty of time. He's got plenty of time to improve and adjust and adapt. And yeah, let's see where he goes from here. Billy Joe Saunders, he's very skilled, very talented. 26, I think he is 27. So he's got a lot of time to improve. He's calling out GGG, calling out Eubank Jr. So let's see how he goes. I for one think he beats Eubank Jr. GGG, it's a really tough fight. I think he has a style to cause GGG a few problems, but we've seen it with Willie Monroe Jr. We might see it with Dominic Wade on the 23rd of April. That these fast, skillful, slick guys, they they're good for spots in the fight, but GG eventually cuts the ring down with his excellent footwork and catches up with them. I fear that might be the case with Billy Joe Saunders. He'll give him fits for possibly 6 7 rounds, and eventually GGG will not grind him down, but he'll just wear him down with the constant pressure and the constant pressure backing him into the ropes with his great footwork, as I said, and he might catch up with Billy Joe. That's my worry about that fight. But it's a very intriguing fight. I might change my mind on it But very intriguing fight. Go for GGG, late stoppage or points. I think Billy Joe Saunders has a really good chin as well, actually. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Billy Joe Saunders pulling out of his fight on April 30th with Max Bursak, and Hugh Fury as the new main event now. So let me know your thoughts on all of this. Comment your thoughts down below. Any other extended thoughts? I know he's been calling out Jacobs as well, actually, so I forgot to mention that. Let me know all your thoughts with to do with Billy Joe Saunders and Hughie Fury, and yeah. Also, Tyson Fury, Klitschko. Any thoughts on that? Since they're related, obviously cousins. Let me know your thoughts on that. And yeah, please give the thumbs up if you enjoy the video. Subscribe and share so it gets out to our larger boxing audience. And yeah, take care, guys. And yeah, peace.